Hello everyone and welcome to Portal Reloaded, which is another Portal mode that we are going to cover on this channel. And apparently it has another third portal, which, well, I guess we'll find out what it does. Because right now we only know that it's green and it's rectangular, so we shall see what this game is about. And I heard it's a good one with some difficult puzzles at times.
Test subject 45.
And we'll see what it's all about.
You have been in stasis for
16
days and
4
decades.
Alright, so as usual we have been in suspension, like every character in this franchise. But this
to the
time...
Aperture Science long-term human storage vault.
Yeah, I guess
You have been
here's where all
selected
the
to take
other
part in a very special testing
test
course.
subjects are stored. Alright, so we are riding to somewhere.
Federal regulations require us to inform you that the testing ahead may result in slight cases of
sore throat
or
blurry vision
or
death.
Okay, those are some really...
if you experience any of
wide
the
range
aforementioned
of
side
side
effects,
effects.
please do not hesitate to write them down in your test report.
Yes, can't wait to write death on my test report. Definitely the one that's gonna be the most annoying. Anyway, I wish this ride
vacuum
was
tube
shorter.
will take you to your testing area. You will be further instructed
Kind
there.
of don't want to skip it because, well, you know, they might say something important.
Good luck.
Or they might not. I guess we shall see in the test chamber. Okay, you know, that ride was kind of unnecessary, I think. They could have just given us the rundown once we were inside a level. But I guess we will find out what it's all about. Okay, so right now it appears we are traveling somewhere. Presumably that test chamber. Now, you know, I like all these maps, etc., but I gotta be honest with you, they don't really serve any purpose in these mods. Except they establish what we already do know from the base game, that this facility is vast, massive, and, you know, kind of technologically advanced. Alright.
Welcome to the Enrichment Center. These automated messages will guide you through your test today.
Okay.
The door in front of you is programmed to open in approximately
20
years. This
Okay,
test
that
can be
poses a
solved
problem.
in 2 different ways. Option 1. Wait patiently. Option 2.
Yeah, I
Time
don't think I'm
travel
going
to the
to
future.
wait here, so we
The
are
choice is
going
yours.
to...
However, if you prefer time travel, the Enrichment Center will provide
Okay,
you
I
the
guess
means
the
to
green
pursue that
portal
option.
is a time travel
The
portal?
time portal will open, and testing will begin in 3,
Alright.
2, 1. Welcome
Hey,
to the future.
we are in
Time
the
traveling through
future,
portals will
alright.
be an essential part of this testing course. In order to help
I
you
guess.
distinguish between the present and the future, this part of the Enrichment Center has been left untouched for the last
20
years.
You know,
You
something
may see
tells me
some
that it
signs of
wasn't
decay. Don't worry,
intentional.
the Enrichment Center is designed to withstand centuries without proper maintenance.
Okay.
Find a way to exit the chamber.
Yeah, definitely not intentional. So, what, we just open this, go back into the past, and
Welcome back
we
to the
just
present.
step to the
If
exit?
you are ever unsure which timeline you're in, simply observe your
No,
environment.
not as simple.
The present should always look a bit cleaner than the future.
Yeah, I guess that is true. It's pretty neat of a chamber in the present.
This Aperture Science
Alright.
test subject teleportation device will dematerialize your body and rematerialize it in the next chamber.
Uh-huh.
This process is absolutely safe. Usually.
You know, if it's anything like the Star Trek teleporters, then, well, you know, it's not really us on the other side, but a clone of us, but oh well. At least there is a version of us that is solving these puzzles. So, yay! Alright.
These next chambers will involve cube and button-based testing with the perks of time travel.
As usual, cube and button and time travel. Yeah. Who doesn't like to travel through time?
A cube placed in the present will appear in the same position in the future.
Okay, so let's see what is different. There are these grills and
Moving a
if I
cube
pick
in the
this
present
up,
will automatically update the location of the same cube in the future.
That's interesting. So that's how this works, and I'm gonna guess that if I move
This
it
future
in the
version
future,
of the cube can be moved freely.
Because
Good. Please continue to the next chamber.
we cannot change the past, so it instead just changes the only itself. All right, that's
Understanding the
simple.
concept of cause and effect will be vital to solving the upcoming tests. Simply
Okay.
put, everything you do in the present has an impact on the future, but not the other way around.
Yeah, that does make sense. Alright, so we need 2 cubes. I am curious, can we bring something from the future to its past, so the present? And it appears we can, except we would first set this up on one of the buttons because, well, we cannot really move it before that, and now we can.
Good thinking.
All right.
While it is impossible to bring a present cube to the future, this
Oh, it
clever trick
was?
allows you to have
I mean,
two
I guess I
versions
didn't
of the same
try.
cube in one timeline. This will prove to be very useful in future chambers.
Oh. All right. So what do we do now? We have to climb something. Well, that elevator. And it is lowered using this. Okay, so. For example, what could we do? Well, I mean, not entirely sure what we are supposed to do over here. So we could lower this. Oh, actually, I'm gonna try bringing this to the future because I'm curious what will happen. Alright, it simply gets disintegrated. Not sure why that is the case, but I guess we will find out. Okay, now I'm curious about a different thing. So let's say we dispense a cube in the present. And now what would happen if you were to dispense the same cube in the future? It gets broken in the future only. And it stays in the present. Alright. However, I'm not sure how any of this is immediately useful, honestly. Because, well, the moment we move this, both of these get broken, and both of these elevators will get raised. Yeah, what? I don't know, are we supposed to, like, do something with this? Oh, I get it. Alright. I guess I have an idea. We should probably set this cube, like, next to the elevator. Right, now we bring this cube from the future to the past. And we place it on that button. And now that we moved the present cube, that future cube gets put in a different spot, and we can simply disappear it with that cube. Alright, that was pretty
Always remember,
nice.
if you change the destiny of an object in the present, the future version of that object will be affected as well.
I gotta say, it's pretty
If
enjoyable
this
so
sounds
far.
too complicated, you're in luck.
A nice,
The next chamber will only
you know,
rely on your
concept.
understanding of this very basic concept.
Okay, so I'm kind of curious when will we get to play with a portal device, but oh well. Alright, so we have a cube here and there, and we can, for example, use this to get that cube if we were to climb this. And I bet that this is probably what we have to do in order to, well, have the ability to use both of them. Alright. So we can open this, and they are kind of on a... Right, the door and the stairs are on an XOR switch. Alright, so what would be useful? It would be to get this cube up there somehow. Oh, okay, that was funny what we did, but let's put this cube over here because that was precisely the reason for that kind of a ledge. Now we can grab this future cube and bring it to the present. And we are going to hold it in order for the stairs to extend. Alright. That is good. And now we pick this up, resetting the stairs and opening, well, triggering that
Good.
condition for the
By
door,
now,
and we
you hopefully
open with the other
understand the
cube.
concept of cause and effect and how cubes behave in different timelines.
Yes, I do.
Now,
Also,
let's
they are
move on
technically
to
the same
something
cube,
more
but,
interesting.
you know. Okay, so we are going to the next chamber. Maybe we finally will get the portal device. That would make this a lot more interesting. So, fingers crossed.
And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. Aperture Science proudly presents
Okie. A
the
triple portal device.
Marvelous device
All
will
right.
allow you to place 3 different portals.
Question.
For now, however,
how
to
do I
introduce you
shoot
to the
a
concept
metal
of portals
one?
in different timelines, the time portals will be placed for you.
Oh, nice glow. Yeah, but how do I shoot the middle one? Not entirely sure. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna check that in the menu. Okay, so I have a bit of a gripe with this mod because I went into the settings into keyboard and mouse. Remember that? And when I go into the settings, you know, this is pretty usual. WS, all of that for movement. Now I go to actions and these are triggers. They're like, I don't know, this is like console meshed with the mouse and keyboard controls. Like, what? Alright, I guess I will just wait until the game hopefully displays some pop-up with this because I have no idea what our shoulder is. Can I see it? Alright, never mind. Let's just go on. I hope that's enough for us to proceed for now. Well, since the game said that it will place my portals, so maybe we won't need to...
A portal
do
placed in the
anything.
present will appear on the same surface in the future.
Alright, so portals follow the same laws regarding the time travel. So, like, we'll probably
A portal
be
placed in the
able
future will not override its existing
to
location
have, like,
in the
4
present.
portals at the same time? With just
Good.
one player, alright.
Thinking in
that
4
is-
dimensions
that is
means
good.
not only knowing where to place your portals, but also when.
Oh yeah, definitely. Right, we can go to here. Not sure what that's for. Maybe it will be useful for some purpose. So this does seem like I would have to be in the past here. Or oh no, I can go there. All right. And here is an exit. All right. Okay, so here's a time portal surface,
Please
and I can
ignore
just
that.
turn it
The
on.
decay of this facility over the past
20.
years may have caused the destruction of some portal surfaces. Try to find a way around this.
Okay, so what is our purpose here? We just need to go to this door and appear on that side in the future. All right. So isn't this as simple as basically getting through to there in any time? Yeah, like we can come here in the present, in the future. So now what we would do, we could get here in the past. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Alright, so... Wait a second. We want to be there in the present, so in the clean one. Green portal over here. Wait, maybe I will move it to here because I need to check what is the state of that wall. Alright, so we could maybe possibly move this portal to there and just get this with the blue one, except that is not opening. But we could place an orange portal here somewhere. Oh god, this is getting complicated a little bit. Right, so we have the blue here. We could maybe place an orange in the future. So... alright. Let's try getting to that side first, as I already have been there. So we place blue over there, orange here. Now we get to here. So we could use this somehow to get to there. We could return to that area. The question is that useful at all? Wait, isn't that just... Yeah, alright, it was still here where exactly where we needed it to be. So that
Nicely
we could
done.
step through this.
Take note. Because
door in
time
the
portals
future.
exist in exactly the same location in both timelines. They can
Okay,
only
that
be
was-
placed on surfaces which are intact in both the present and the future. This next chamber will involve the concept of momentum-based traveling through portals. You go in fast, you come out fast. Simple enough.
Alright, you know, I do hope, guys, that this is pretty understandable for you, because, well, it can get confusing at times without my explaining weirdly.
Touching the material emancipation
Alright.
grills will cause any ordinary portal
Time
to
portals
fizzle.
are not affected.
portals
Good
are not
to
affected.
know. I can go to here, but they are
If a portal
both
closes
with
in
a
the present, it
fizzler.
will also close in the future. So think about where and when to pass through them.
Okay, so I can break them in the future without breaking them in the past, but past changes the future. Alright. And where am I supposed to go now? That is a very good question that I cannot immediately answer. Okay, so the future doesn't break a portal. The past does. Actually, I'm curious about one thing. What if I were to just skip most of this? Is this like a skip, or am I oversimplifying it for myself? It's probably not a skip. Except, why don't I just... Will this not be enough? If I were to jump through this portal, it might be too slow. Yeah, it is. But in that case, what can even make this jump? Can it be done in the future? Let's see. Well, in the future, in the past, in the clean version, which is the past, or realistically the present, you know what I'm talking about. This is still the same distance apart, so, so yeah, what is the difference? We have... Okay, this is 4 panels down. Is this like a different distance? No, it's still 4 small panels. So, like, you don't really know what is the point of that. Because this appears to be the only spot to, like, jump down. So I don't know. I think I'm going to move up there and maybe something will appear differently. Okay, we do get that ceiling, which is wide. This is the same length. Yeah, I don't know what's the difference between the two versions, if I'm being honest. Maybe it's not about the difference, but about how I can save some portals for later? I'm not sure. You know what? I'm going to try to solve this problem off camera, so be right back. Oh, I guess I do get it. We are simply meant to jump down here and fall out of that one. From this point in time. Alright, but that does prove another... Well, it does supply us with another problem, because... How do we get here without breaking the portals? Oh, I get it. Alright. So I guess we have to set these two guys. Like that and this in the present. So that we can later in the future just go there, change the time, and then jump out. Alright, so... first of all... Well, we could probably solve this the way we did the first time. So let's just get this here and this guy here. All right, we set this up in the present or the past, however we define it. So that is the blue guy, and the orange guy will be here. All right, now we go to the future so that those portals that we placed earlier will stay where they are. Alright, and now that we are here, we can go back to the future, the present, the past, okay? And we can use this to jump.
Outstanding.
Okay.
Now that you know all the essentials,
That was
how
neat.
about shooting
I
some
like
time
it.
portals of your
I
own?
like this mod. It is very good. Alright, but shooting my own portals might prove difficult. If this game doesn't work, and tell me what is the proper keybind. The menu is not that useful as I showed you before.
Ahead of you is
That's
the
different
Aperture
grill?
Science Time Portal Activation Force Field. This field will activate and
Not
deactivate
assigned.
your
Alright.
ability to shoot time
I guess I
portals.
gotta
It will
assign
not
the
visit
key.
your portals or destroy cubes.
Alright, so I will do that now. Alright, so I give myself the ability to shoot the time portals in the menu, and it apparently works right now. Alright, so these gates are stopping or enabling me to shoot the guys. I bet that was going to
Right.
come up as
The
a
following chamber will combine
mechanic
all
at
the
some
elements
time,
you
but
have
for
learned so
now,
far. Good
simply-
luck solving your first test while shooting 3 different portals.
Yay. Alright, so we have a cube dispenser, so it is probably safe to say that we will need 3 cubes at some time. So let's get the past one here, and we will bring one from the future, because, well, it will probably be useful to us as well. Alright, so right now what we need to do is just jump out of this, and with a cube or with 2 cubes, huh? Okay, it is not that simple. We can need both of them over there. Now that would be weird, but we could probably maybe at some point use time portals to get momentum. Anyway, now I guess I will just jump there with this cube, and we will try and see if there is any like more momentum required or something. Damn, I don't think I was meant to do that. And now we know that that amount of momentum was not enough. Is there anything more here? Not really. Alright, let's go to the present and think about this for a bit. So we did establish that this is kind of low of a fall. And I mean, falling from the cube doesn't appear to be the proper way to do this. So we do need to fling ourselves over there with a cube or 2. Huh. Ooh, Alright, you know what? I'm not entirely sure about this, and to save us both some time, I'm going to think about this off camera. Alright, so I kind of thought of a solution and experimented with it a little bit. And I guess I did come up to a conclusion that we can put cubes in, well, in both timelines on the button. Well, this is a requirement because I will show you what happens when we don't do that. We basically cannot shoot this portal. Whoops, green. Okay, so now that we have done that, we can. And apparently... What? Alright, couldn't for a second. And now that it is in the same position, it is at... Apparently it's at a good enough angle for us to do a jump like this. Alright, and now that we are here, getting the cubes to the buttons is pretty trivial. Because we can just go back to the future.
Well done.
Bring this cube onto the
Traveling
button
through a
and
time
complete
portal
that
will
puzzle.
also transfer your current momentum into the other timeline.
Oh yeah, apparently it does. Okay, I gotta say, it did require a bit of head scratching, but you know, these puzzles are enjoyable, I'm gonna say. They have satisfying conclusions, definitely. Oh, and there's only 25 chambers? Alright, so I guess we are kind of 2/5 of the way into this mod. So it's a short one, but I'm gonna bet that the puzzles will be getting harder, definitely. In some way. Alright, I'm gonna go over here and check what it's all about. Okay, so we have, we can launch ourselves over there and go to the door. Now I'm kind of curious what's over there. I guess we will find out. And with this we could like set up an infinite, you know, cube thingy. So why don't we do that right now? The cube thingy. Wow, thingy. No, that is some really good lexical prowess. Basically an infinite fall machine is what we want to do. Alright, so we place this in the proper way. Alright, and now we want blue to come out here so that we can set this up, and I guess we can jump over there. But we do need that cube to be somewhere else. So presumably we could maybe do something with it in the past, the future. Okay, so in this condition, unfortunately there are no future things over there. So, what do we have to do? We could maybe do something with that cube over here. Well, what is pretty sensible is that well, we'll solve the puzzle here, while a cube from... Well, not here. No, that is not a good idea. Alright, so I got the solution in my head, I think. To basically disintegrate that. We will place it in some easy spot to get rid of later, like here. We can see that from up there. That is the crucial component of this puzzle. Now we do go into the future and bring that cube to the past, because we are going to be solving most of the puzzle with it. And by most of the puzzle I mean that basically we will do the same thing we did on that side of the cube, except here. So we come to here, we do the infinite fall machine once again. Orange goes here, thank you. And now we will jump over to the exit. Alright. now that we are here, we... What am I doing? I was meant to... What? I was meant to do this in the past or in the present. Yeah, it's a very good question. What the hell am I doing here? Alright, let's just... We want it to be here. Yeah. That was a bit lame on my side. I forgot which timeline I'm in. Oh well, I guess it could happen to everyone. So... Once again we do this thing. Now with blue. Right, get it to be here. We jump back into this portal. And I guess now all that's left to move is... To do is to move that thing. That cube. And the door opened.
Nicely done. Now, let's move on
And
to
we
some
can go
more
forward.
advanced challenges.
But I think that will be it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.